Good morning. Whew, 3 minutes late. A broken nail. My nail polish is chipped, and it's Monday morning. And oh my freaking god! And I'm really confused by the time change because I know we sprung ahead yesterday, and it's still pitch black out. Welcome to Monday. Welcome Monday. And I got new earbuds, which is why I'm late because I was trying to figure out how to how to connect them. So I don't have to do this anymore. Anyways, that's not what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about God. I really want to talk about God. So if you've been watching me for a while, you'll know that I created this show specifically to explore the idea of mysticism, spirituality, and of course, God. Now, if you'd known me 3 years ago, I don't think your experience of me would be spiritual per se. Not to say that I've never been interested in spirituality, because I always have been. And the more I really lean into the exploration of not religion, but spirituality, the more gifts I reveal. Now, as I have explored these, my older friends who've known me for a longer time, they're like, yeah, that makes sense. So sometimes when we're on our spiritual path, we don't even realize the gifts we have that have been with us all along. And for me, what I personally found is that I'm very connected to the light. I'm very connected to energy specifically. I can't necessarily see auras, but I can feel it. I can play with it. I can work with it. And what I've also found in my own entrepreneurial journey is that doing this work, entrepreneurism, is very hard to do without being able to connect to a source, whatever that source may be. The source could be Jesus, it could be God, it could be Buddha, Muhammad, it could be aliens, it could be Mother Earth. What's really cool is that there's a rainbow of options out there for us. And I had one woman, I was very curious with her, and I asked her so many questions because I had this story, I didn't understand Jesus. And all it is that through my exploration, I'm just not a Christian. I'm just not. And through that exploration, it's been very interesting because my mom was devout Catholic. And when my parents broke up, she went to the Catholic Church, seeking support. And this particular church turned her away, which really devastated her and broke her because, she was losing her family. And she found a Christian church, which really, really she connected with. She found community and just so much empowerment through that in Florida. And I didn't understand it because I was raised to just explore my own religion. My dad decided that. And, if my mom had her way, I would have been brought up strict Catholic. As a kid, I always loved going to church. I love the ritual of it. I love the songs. But there just has been, I don't want to say a disconnect, but especially the more I explore it now, it's not my thing. Not to say that might change, because I do also know that there are plenty of people out there who've been seeking answers, and at all stages of their life, they find specific religion. Again, I'm talking about this because on my own journey of healing and recovery and abundance, it's very clear that there is an importance to be connected with Source. And what I also love about humanity is that there are options. There are so many options. I love the Native American rituals. I probably, if anything, if I had to choose one, I would choose a pagan outlook, multiple gods, multiple stories, and the different rituals with it. And I think that in the 20th century, it's been very taboo to talk about religion. I grew up in Vermont, so it's mostly Christian. There were some Jewish people. There was a high tolerance for spirituality. Like my mom studied Sanskrit and transcendental meditation. She really loved mixing the Eastern with the Western religions, which I'm really thankful that she did that because I have her books. But I think that there's a real opportunity here, especially in the United States, to come from a place of curiosity about different people's religions instead of a judgment or a decision to not understand. Because I stood in the place of just, well, I don't get Christianity, so therefore, F it. It's really, and I felt judged by other Christians at times for not knowing it, not knowing the Bible, not knowing the stories, right? And that was me, by the way. That was me judging myself. It had nothing to do with anybody else. So the opportunity here is for us, no matter, even if you're a freaking atheist, we all get to be in curiosity, because at the end of the day, when we actually start having these conversations, all it is for us to have an anchoring point, a centering point, a grounding point, so we don't have to take it all on ourselves. And if you're leading with love, which humans are wired for love, we can find consistency in these stories. We can find, I was going to say brotherhood, but, brother and sisterhood. Through my leadership work that I've done, I've been just so blessed to know so many people from so many different religions and faiths, that it gives me so much hope in the world, because most wars are started over power or righteousness or, religion, which again goes to power or righteousness. And how awesome is it that we have so many choices, we have so many abilities to explore what feels right. So I was just thinking about it a lot this weekend. And I know, because I'm getting married in a year, I really get to explore what our wedding gets to look like, what our ceremonial ritual gets to look like. So, as always, I want to hear from you guys. I'd love to know what's landing for you. And I'd love to know your thoughts on this, because it's a subject that gets to be spoken about whether we like it or not. And I think there's a place for everyone's viewpoint. There's a place for everyone's voice. And now more than ever, it's important to hear it. So leave comments below. Let me know. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. And I closed my computer. I'm back and I'm gone.